Wow, this is so exciting. Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to see you all here. I'm Kari Miller, the principal of Hillsboro Elementary and Middle School. I am so excited to be here welcoming you to the brand new, beautiful Hillsboro Performing Arts Center. Let's give a round of applause. I'm so excited. I'm so pleased to be standing on the stage, and I'm really excited about all the wonderful student learning experiences that you all in years to come are going to have, not only on the stage, but some of the behind-the-scenes things you're going to learn, the things you're going to learn being part of an audience, the things you'll learn in your classrooms. Lots of great things are ahead of all of you here at Hillsboro School, and kids coming after you, too, we're going to learn these things as well. So very excited. On behalf of the staff, the students, the parents, the community of Hillsboro School, I'd like to thank Williamson County Schools, the administrative team, especially Dr. Looney, as well as our school board, our wonderful county commissioners, our mayor, Rogers Anderson, and all of the wonderful individuals and companies who've worked so hard to put this together. We're really proud of this amazing project, so thank you very much. At this time, I would like to introduce our superintendent of schools, Dr. Mike Looney.
Wow. I've got goosebumps this morning because I can't wait to see all the marvelous things that come from this Performing Arts Center. Boys and girls, we did this for you. We built this facility for you to grow as academic students, as performing arts students, so that you too, when you become an adult, can provide opportunities, experiences, and share your many wonderful talents with the world. We look forward to that so much. I'm not an elected official, so I'm not going to introduce elected officials, but I do want to just recognize a couple of different entities, and our elected officials will introduce other elected officials. But sometimes it's the people behind the scenes that help make dreams come true. And for me, as your superintendent, this is a dream come true for me because I know that the arts is an important part of the work that we do. I want to start by thanking Mrs. Miller for her tenacity, her go-get-itness, and her administrative team for helping us revision and rebuild Hillsboro School into an even more vibrant learning community with fantastic scholars, boys and girls. So thank you, Ms. Miller. I also would like to thank the PTO organization here at Hillsboro. If you're in the PTO, would you please stand? Thank you so much for your tireless support. I was giving a speech this morning, and I told a group of business leaders that one of the things that makes Williamson County Schools so special are the parents that give tirelessly, that volunteer, that bake cookies and have events after school and help you with the teaching and learning process here at Hillsboro. Something very special happened in the last 18 months or so, and that is we had a group that was formed that brought $300,000 into this specific school. And that's a group called Hillsboro Tomorrow. And I know there's some folks here that represent Hillsboro Tomorrow. So please stand and be recognized. Thank you for helping us dream and make those dreams come true. I'd like to recognize two more individuals that are not elected people, but are magicians behind the scenes. And they both have had a very important part of the Kids on Stage program here at Hillsboro, which is one of the just little unique things that make this school so unique and so attractive for us as a community. And that's Mr. Cotton. Mr. Cotton, if you'll stand. And then I'd like to add that I have a very dear friend of mine who has been a guide, an ear, a resource for this school beyond measure, and that's Mr. Aubrey Preston. Aubrey, if you'll stand. So you're not here to listen to me talk a lot, but I do want to say this. I want to reinforce, this is your Performing Arts Center, boys and girls. This is where we want you to learn and grow and develop. So take advantage of this building. Take advantage of the fact that the taxpayers of Williamson County have stepped up to the plate. You are the only school in the district that has a building just like this. You're the only school. Now, we have a vision, and us adults are arguing about that vision, about how to go about making more of these things become a reality, and we'll work that out. But you're the only one. You're the first. So lead the way, Hillsboro. We believe in you. My work is always made easier with the help of a very supportive school board. They help us develop policies, put systems in place that make sure that we put kids first at all times. And I can promise you one thing, you are our first priority. No question about it. It's not money, it's not politics, it's you. You matter and you count. And our school board, led by Mrs. Pat Anderson, who I'm going to introduce here in just a second, make sure that all the grown-ups that are employed by Williamson County Schools keep you as a priority. So with that being said, it's my distinct honor to recognize my boss, my mentor, my leader, Mrs. Pat Anderson, the Williamson County School System Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Looney. Good morning, Hillsboro School. What an awesome day this is to be here this morning as we celebrate the new home for the Indians here in this incredible auditorium. I'd like to take a moment to introduce two of the individuals that I have the opportunity to work with. I work with 11 other people as members of your school board, and two of them are here this morning joining me, and I'd like to recognize them. Ms. Vicki Vogt and Mr. Ken Peterson. As Dr. Looney mentioned, a few years ago, we embarked on a strategic planning process to develop a vision for this district. And part of that was to make sure that we were a nationally recognized district in academics, the arts, and athletics. And as we looked at what that meant, we discovered that one of the areas that we needed to improve upon was providing facilities such as this so that our students could excel in the arts. And we are so excited to celebrate this day with you and let you lead the way for the rest of the district. And as Dr. Looney said, we're working very hard with our county commissioners and our mayor, and we are always able to work it out. And we celebrate them and thank them for their support in our endeavor to create these opportunities and venues for students across the district. And now I'd like to recognize Mr. Rogers Anderson.
Well, good morning, and it's a pleasure to be here. Before I start naming a few folks that are very important, what a wonderful day it is. Last week we had a ribbon cutting out on 840, State Route 840 that went through. And in my humble opinion, this is more important, just as important is another way to put it, because we do serve so many boys and girls in this community, and what a wonderful community it is. First of all, you have someone in your community, many of you may know, is our state senator, Jack Johnson. Jack, would you stand? And Jack is such a great example for so many of us, and what a wonderful job he does in Nashville, Tennessee, representing this county. Outstanding job you do, Jack. And for the county commissioners that represent this area, one of them's kind of the dean of the county commissioners. He's got gray hair like I do, and John Hancock. John, would you stand? And of course, many of you also know Betsy Hester. Thank you. Would you stand? We also have with us today Dwight Jones, the county commissioner over in Fairview. Saw him, there he is. And finally, from on the other side of Franklin, Cheryl Wilson, who is so instrumental in the many things we do on the commission. Cheryl. Following me today was supposed to be Jack Walton, who is the chairman of our county commission, and he got tied up at work along with Judy Hayes, and they asked that I would mention their names, and I have done that. Mrs. Miller, I turn it back over to you, I think. We are so excited for what you have been able to stimulate and continue growing out here, and to the people that are sitting here, the children. The most important one I am very sensitive to oftentimes are the children, but just as important as that leadership are the teachers that hold the hands of every one of these boys and girls every single day. And certainly the volunteer groups are so very, very important. But to all of you teachers, thank you for what you mean to each of us for years to come. And good luck to you. Dr. Looney, job well done on this 8,500 square foot building. And I am looking forward to some performing arts, I believe, here in just a minute. So if I'll get off this stage, we can hear some fine young people sing and do some music events. Is that right? I'm out of here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Anderson. Before we actually cut the ribbon, I do have one more individual, actually two individuals that I'd like to acknowledge. We have our architect here. It's Goodwin Mills in Kaywood, and Jonathan Larson was our head architect. Go ahead and stand up, Mr. Larson. Great job. And he designed this wonderful jewel of a building that we have here. And then we also have the builders, and that's R.G. Anderson Company with Lynn Dunn as the project manager, and Mike Smith is our fabulous superintendent that we saw every day. Go ahead and stand to be recognized. Thank you so much. The building is beautiful, and we love it, and we will take good care of it, I promise. Okay, at this time, it is time to cut the ribbon and welcome a new era in Hillsboro performing arts. So I'd like to invite our school board members, our county commissioners in the audience. We also would like Deputy Director of Schools Jason Golden, Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Denise Goodwin, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Dr. Donna Wright, Assistant Superintendent of Teaching, Learning, and Assessment Tim Gaddis, and you're going to come up and help me get some scissors. We have plenty of scissors up here. Facilities Director Kevin Fortney, Project Manager Gary Hall, Williamson County Schools Fine Arts Coordinator Melissa Dufreshoe, Architect Jonathan Larson, as I mentioned, Project Manager Lynn Dunn, Project Superintendent Mike Smith, Senator Jack Johnson. I'd like our Hillsboro School Assistant Principals, Ms. Justice and Mrs. Pittman, to come on up. PTO President Amy Baggett, Hillsboro Tomorrow President Rhonda Collenborn, and our Student Council, our student representative for today is Student Council Officer Nadia Khan. Come on up, Nadia, as well. And we're going to grab some scissors. Thank you so much, everyone. We are now going to have our first performance on this stage. We have two student groups who will be performing. Excited about that. We have our Hillsboro School Jazz Band, led by Director Cameron Gish, and our 8th grade choir, led by Director Susan Stumne. So we'll go ahead and have our seats and enjoy our first performance on the stage. Thank you to everyone who is here to help us as well. Thank you. Before we continue, or actually we're about to conclude, but I want to say a special thank you. I think it's no secret that we have the best related arts staff in the county. So I'd like to recognize my related arts teachers. And we have lots of them, but on the stage we had Mr. Gish, Miss Susan Stumne, our wonderful vocal music teacher. In the back we have Mrs. Amber Loudon. Mr. Lejeune, our technology teacher. And definitely not last but not least, we do have our coaches, Coach Brett Young and Coach Sean Engler. We have our wonderful Spanish teacher, Karen Lindbergh. And now, last but not least, I'd like to say thank you, Mrs. Elizabeth Pitsley. You made this all possible. Thank you. Our theater students, 8th grade students, have prepared for tours for the adults. Scholars, I'm sorry, you're going to come back tomorrow with your related arts teacher and they will give you a tour of the backstage and everything. But we have our 8th grade theater students positioned in 4 areas. We'll have a few up on the stage. We'll have a few in the house, I guess is the name for the technology booths. I'm already learning here. We have a couple students in the lobby and then a few in the classrooms that can show you some of the cool things about the doors and other things. So for the adults, we welcome you, invite you to stay and get tours in those 4 areas. Scholars, you're going to look to your teachers to go back to class. And we thank you all for coming and thank you everyone for this beautiful venue. We're so excited.
Hey, what's going on here today?
Well, the introduction of the auditorium. This is room 104, Miss Loudon's theater classroom. Eventually, there'll be tables and chairs. You already have your whiteboard and your bulletin boards. And one of my favorite features is that in our grade, we're always begging our teachers, can we go outside? Can we go outside to do our work? And now with this automatic door, we can just open it up anytime and enjoy the fresh air.
Cool. So you're pretty excited about this new building?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I get to do Model UN in it tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
Awesome. Well, anything else you want to say about Hillsboro?
Well, I've been here since 1st grade and I've loved it all 8 years. It's been a trip. It's changed a lot the last few years.
Well, this is the music room. Miss Stumne, the teacher, she'll probably move in around winter break. And it will be just like a normal classroom with whiteboards, there'll be some tables, chairs, and the garage door is probably the coolest feature. Even though you can't actually get a car in here, you can have class outside if you can talk the teacher into it. And that'll be definitely really fun. I would not recommend going outside right now, though, because it's freezing.
Cool. Are you excited about the new building?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Like, we're already with this thing called Model UN, we're doing something, and we'll be in here tomorrow afternoon, so that'll be fun.
Well, today was a day that's been a long time coming, and that is we had our ribbon cutting ceremony at Hillsboro for the Performing Arts Center, and what a wonderful day it was for this school and the community, and most importantly for the boys and girls that aspire to grow in their talent as it relates to the performing arts, and just so many wonderful things are going to come from this facility and from the boys and girls. What a great beginning. What a next step for the Williamson County story of success. Really excited about it.
And are you hoping more schools are able to get facilities like this?
Absolutely. As you know, we're working with the County Commission at this point in time to try to do additional facilities such as this. The reality of it is the space does matter as it relates to the performing arts. The sound quality in here today, the excitement between the boys and girls about getting on stage and performing is unparalleled, and so we're going to expand these kind of facilities hopefully throughout the district. We'll be meeting as a school board in the next couple of days to fine-tune that plan, and we're requesting funding from the County Commission so that every school, every student in the district has the opportunity to get on stage and let their light shine.